Bench testing a 1958 Cadillac headlight switch with the fog light option. Serial number 08302022, offered by TT Parts Rebuilding. Run-up test. Test number 1, tail and parking light operation. Test number 2, tail and headlight operation. Test number 3, dash lights low to high. Test number 4, tail and fog light operation, front parking lights off. Test number 5, circuit breaker test. Test number 6, switch terminals insulated from ground. This run-up test is going to be using 12-volt battery. We're looking at 12.88 volts. We're going to boost this with the battery charger for a run-up test. Now we have a run-up test voltage of 13.62.3. We're also going to be monitoring the temperature of the rheostat. Right now with circuits off, we're about 87 degrees Fahrenheit with an ambient temperature of about 100 plus. First position, test number 1, tail and parking light operation. Tail lights on, front parking, dash lights dimmed, midpoint, and off. Test number 2, tail and headlight operation. First position, tail, front parking. Second position, headlights. Front parking lights are off, tail lights remain on, and off. Test number 3, dash lights low to high. First position, rotating the rheostat to dim the lights on the dash. We have a probe temperature of 88 degrees. Rotating the rheostat to midpoint, and then full bright. A little bit of increase of Fahrenheit. Second position, headlights on, tail lights on, to dim the dash lights, midpoint, and off. Again, midpoint, full bright, first position, and off. Test number 4, tail and fog light operation with the front parking lights off. First position, we have the parking lights, tail lights, dash lights, rotating the shuttle switch. Front parking lights are off, front fog lights are on. Early classic vehicles, most of them ran generators. Weren't able to keep a lot of lights on in the vehicle. So in this case, the option is only available in first position, switching back to the front parking, and then back to fog, indicated by this 2 lights here and the dash light indicator. Back to front parking, switching to second position. We see that this option is not available with the headlights on. Again, due to the fact that the vehicles had generators, they couldn't carry a lot of electrical load actually through the switch and through the wiring, and they would disconnect the circuit in second position, headlight position, and off. The next test we'll be conducting is a circuit breaker test. Dalcaremli had an onboard circuit breaker, and for this test we'll be putting in the first position, and we're going to break the circuit, and we see that the circuit is broken. When current passes through the bimetallic circuit breaker, overheating the wiring or any area in the car that would cause the switch to overheat, the circuit breaker would expand and break the circuit. Also, you can see that working with second position, breaking the circuit. We see that lights are out, lights are back on again. First position, and off. Test number 6, switch insulated from ground. Using a standard test light, we see we have continuity to the chassis, back to the battery. We're going to probe the switch body terminals, and we see that there's no connection to ground. So the switch body is insulated from the chassis ground. Test light indicates that we have a circuit to ground but not two terminals. So this switch is insulated from ground.